Today's an exciting day for me, guys. I can't tell you why, and I can't give you any hints either. So we're gonna run into Steinbach. We're gonna start this day. Surprise! This wasn't the surprise at all. But, I just figured I'd get a haircut, make myself look half decent again, I think. Tried out a new hairdresser in town today. Very nice, very nice. They're always so, like, nice and talkative, you know? I know it's part of their job to create conversation with the people that they're cutting, or the hair that they're cutting, you know what I mean? And they're always so nice. It's always pleasant getting a haircut, because it's a good conversation right away, you know? But anyways, I am going to go to Canadian Tire right now because I need to get a few items. It might give away what my surprise is. Oh well, I'll show you anyways. If you figure it out, you get 2 points. And if you see it later on, you're like, I wasn't expecting that. Well, you get minus 2 points. That's the way the point system works, Trucker Josh points. And once you get up to 10 points, nothing happens. I had to get those ramps there. So we got it from good old Canadian Tire. Yes, we also bought ourselves a tow strap for this truck finally, so I can pull people out, show off my four-wheel drives. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, straps, more straps. You can never have enough ratchet straps to strap stuff down. If you ever need to put something in the box, pardon me, if you ever need to put something in the bed, you can never have enough straps to strap it down. Just in case. And you know, when I do go to Anaheim, I'm taking the bike with me, and also to Seattle this year, so I do need ramps for that. Just saying. If you ever need to put something in the bed or in the box, you can always use straps.
Weasel, it's been a big day. It's been a big day. What'd you do, man? What'd you do? You left me here all by myself, man, with the little guy? Man, how come you make me babysit, man? I always gotta babysit.
You're a good babysitter, Diesel. Very good boy. Very good boy. So, I took a drive out to Manitoba today. That's about 2.5 hours from here, almost 3. Pretty much 3 hours from my house here, about 2 3/4 hours from Steinbach. Yeah. And so I drove all the way out there, and something just fell into my box. Something just fell into the bed of my truck, and I don't know how it got there. But how did that get there? It's actually very loud. It's an aftermarket exhaust. It's stinking loud. And fast. This is the newest member of the family. Say hello. You haven't got a name yet, but we'll just call you Predator for now. Well, that sounds neat, yeah. The Predator. The Predator. So yeah, I went all the way to Manitoba to pick this thing up. Excellent deal. The guy was actually from like near Saskatchewan border. So he drove halfway, I drove halfway. We talked. We discussed. We looked everything over. And I took it home. Yeah, it just fell into my box. What can you do? It falls into your box, it's yours. Finders keepers, right? That's what happens. I'm so excited to take that out on the trails. But I won't get much riding in tomorrow probably because I got a lot to get done. Work actually wanted me to take a trip out tomorrow, but I have got so much to do because of the holiday. I'm always home on the weekends, right? So I can never get anything done during the week because everything's closed. I mean on the weekend because everything's closed and only open during the week. And in Canada it was Victoria Day on Monday, so we had a vacation. It was a holiday, everything was closed. So I got a whole bunch of stuff done this morning. I ran out to get this thing, came back, and I still got a few things to do tomorrow. Mostly I have to mow my lawn. Remember last year, the adventures of mowing my lawn? We're coming back. Trucker Josh 2.0. Lawnmower series. with a little bit of quad mixed in. The reason I picked up the quad was because I live out in the bush, and there are hundreds and hundreds of miles, literally, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of miles of ATV trails all around me here. You saw them the other day with me and James, right? So I can make good use out of that. My cousin, Dustin, you met him also. He is the Chevy Silverado. He is moving into town with his wife and his family. So he's got quads. So I'm going to have lots of people to ride with. I'm really excited. So it should be a very exciting summer, very exciting year. I can drive this thing all year round too, so that's why I decided on this instead of a snowmobile. But yeah, I would start it up for you guys, but you're going to have to wait until tomorrow because it's way too loud. It'll wake the whole town up. It's not like an annoying loud. Okay, maybe it's an annoying loud. Maybe it is. But it is loud. And I think it sounds very awesome. I was already complimented today. They said it sounded very manly. It'll fit right in here. So this is the ramp system that I got from Canadian Tire today. It actually works pretty good, I think. I mean, it got up there okay, so I'm just going to roll it off once I unstrap it and whatnot. I got it all strapped in here. I'm going to roll it off so that I don't wake anybody up, and then I think I might push it to the road and then idle out of town and give her a little bit. I think so. It's got headlights on it, so it's sort of like asking me, you know, hey, I got headlights, let's go for a ride right now. See? Look at that face, look at that face. He's like, look at me, I got headlights and everything, man. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride right now. I think I might take it for a quick rip. Attempt number 1. Go. And ta-da! There it is. Like I said before, it's a 2005 Polaris Predator 500. It should do the trick. You like my haircut? I'm going to enjoy my haircuts while I still have hair to enjoy to cut. Makes sense? So I took the ATV for a little rip. Didn't go very far. It's too dark out here and I don't want to hit a deer in the dark or something because that'd be just ridiculous. Or encounter a mother bear and her cubs because it is springtime and, you know, there's bears with cubs walking around and you don't want to accidentally run over a cub and tick off old mama bear. They're vicious when they got cubs, so you gotta be watch out with that. Never mind the cougars that are wandering around here. Anyways, yeah, I live way out in the bush, so that's why it sort of makes sense to have a quad, right? My cousin's got one, and he's moving to town, like I've been telling you. I'm kind of excited about that. He's just got to sell his place, and then, it'd be so much fun to have someone with a quad nearby that I know. Plus, everybody out here's got a quad anyways. So, took it for the first little test drive, went about a mile down the road and came back. It's loud. I shut it off and pretty much pushed it back once I got to town, just because it's really light, so it's easy to push. It was driving me nuts not having a hat on. Sorry. So I took it for about a mile ride, and I've noticed some wobble in the front. Maybe not some wobble, but some shaking. Now, keep in mind that this quad has been parked for about 2 years. So I'm thinking that the tires have got some flat spotting going on. Just from sitting in the same place for so long, the tires develop a flat spot. Now let's hope that those flat spots aren't permanent. But from what I've heard before, what I know, and what I've researched, which is more than I know, I guess, but I researched it, and that shouldn't last too long. After a few miles, it should even itself out a little bit, as long as the rims aren't bent. But it is a used quad, so you can't expect like brand new quality. But hopefully tomorrow when I take it for a rip down the trails, it'll sort of even itself out, and all of a sudden it'll be nice, smooth ride, you know. But we'll see. If I can't get it to smooth out after the tires warm up, I'll jack it up. I'll probably do that before. But anyways, I'll jack it up and spin the tire on the jack just in the air to see if I can see if the rim is bent. If the rim is bent, I'll just need to replace the rim. I'll check all the tie rods and whatnot and make sure that everything is tight and all that. It's a used quad, right? So I'm not expecting brand new. So if it's got a few things that need minor attention, that's fine. As long as the frame isn't cracked or anything big like that, that's what I was worried about when I went to go look at it. I want to make sure that there's no major issues. If you need to replace a tie rod end there, or even just replace a rim, yeah, it's sort of like, counting on it working. But hey, at least the quad runs. It's just at high speeds, it shakes right now, so we'll get it fixed. We'll get it running smooth yet. We got time. I'll have this quad for a while. The big thing is I don't have any payments on it. That is the biggest thing, right? You could buy a brand new quad and have payments for the next 4 or 5 years, or you can buy a used quad, might have a few problems, might have a wobbly wheel, but you got no payments on it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. I don't want any debt. And this quad was a product of my tax return, pretty much. I put away much more than I needed for my taxes, which is good because I put away way too much. We already pay lots of taxes in Canada and whatnot, but I knew that I was putting away way too much. But I would rather put away too much and then have leftovers than put away too little and owe Canada revenue money, right? So it worked out well this year, and I had some good luck with that, and went out and got this used quad at a good deal. Very, very good deal, I think, but it could be that I got it for a good deal because the tires are a little bit messed up. If that's the case, buying a new rim would be the worst case scenario from my preliminary, what do you call those things? I'm tired. Preliminary review? Preliminary checkup? Whatever. From my opinion, I think the worst case scenario would be that I just have to buy a new rim and maybe new tires in the front, which will be a big bummer, but still better than having payments. Tell you that much. So guys, here's all the gifts that you sent me. Actually, to tell you the truth, you didn't send them for me. Nothing's for me, really. They're all for Diesel and Sargent. I can tell who owns this show. Diesel, when did you hijack my show from me?
Well, it's Trucker Josh and Diesel, man, and then you add Sergeant. Trucker Josh and Diesel, man. I'm the Diesel Weasel. I get all the presents. I get all the presents all for me.
Well, you gotta share them with Sargent, who is in his kennel. I have been having problems with that little guy. Here's what happened now. I got home from going to pick up this thing, right? And I went straight to them to make sure I let them outside right away before I did anything, right? So I let Sargent outside, and while he was tied up outside, because I don't have my dog pen built yet, he's tied up on this long leash, and I went to go unload the quad, and, you know, did my little vlog about it, took some pictures, yada yada, sat on it for a while, drooled a little bit, drooled some more, got all excited, then I decided I would take it for a rip. I pushed it out of my yard down the road so that it wouldn't wake up my neighbors, and started it up. Took me a little while how to figure out how to choke it to get it started up. I got it started up. Probably woke up all the little critters around there. Oh well. And I took it for a rip down the road, took it for a rip back, realized it was shaking, tried to diagnose the problem. That's the word I was looking for before, my preliminary diagnosis. And I was thinking, I hope it's not a bent rim. I hope it's just flat spotted tires. Couldn't really figure it out. It's too late. I gave up, and I parked it in the garage. Here's where it is in the garage. Fits in just perfectly right here, actually. John's Camaro is there. My bike is over there. Lots of room for him to get out still. We planned this out before that this would work. So that sits right in there. His Camaro. His Camaro. His Camaro is right in here. John, you tracked in dirt into the garage again.
Dang it, John, there's dirt on the ground.
I'm just bugging you, buddy. I don't really care. It's a garage. Dirt is gonna come in here. Anyways, don't worry about it. And then my bike fits in here. It's on the stand. I just kicked up this mirror here. And it just leans nicely against that there. So, our Toy Story garage has just grown a little. So as I've been telling you, this is a Polaris. It's a Troy Lee edition. Predator 500. It's an oldie, 10 years old, so it's seen some good days and some bad days, I'm pretty sure of it. But, you know, like I said, no payments. That's what's important. And she gives her. She's got some serious giver in her. She's fast. I can do wheelies. Don't worry, there'll be vlogs about it. Let me perfect them first, though, guys. Cut me some slack. Gotta perfect them first, and then I'll show you the wheelies. That's right. This is the helmet I got from my mom and dad when I used to have an Arctic Cat snowmobile. So it's the wrong brand, I know, but I'm using it for my Polaris. Whatever. I'm not picky, whatever. Polaris, Arctic Cat, Yamaha, Babamana, whatever. Doesn't matter. Did I say Obamana? Yamaha Obamana? That's not good. Yamaha Obamana. Obama.
She's a weasel. She's a weasel. Is there a weasel in this house? Excuse me. Is there a weasel in this house? Here I am, man. There's a weasel right here. At your service, man. At your service. Ow, I just walked right into you. Sorry. My depth perception's kind of off.
Good boy. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You are my favorite weasel. In the whole world. In the whole world, you are my favorite weasel.
Thanks, man.
You're sitting a little bit close. Can you back up? Can you back up? Back up? Back up?
I think I am backing up, man.
Back up more.
Why you want me to back up, man? You know you don't like me anymore?
Okay, let's go see the sergeant. Everybody wants to see Sergeant. Now, I started telling you before and I didn't really finish. I've been having problems with that little sucker. Right? I know he's just a puppy. I know he's got a puppy brain, but he's the size of a full-grown buffalo. At least it seems like it. You'd think he'd have more of a brain in there. No, he was outside while I was test driving this thing and whatnot. So for the probably over 20 minutes, half an hour, he was outside. Had all the time in the world to do his business. He can squirt over there, dump over there, whatever he had to do. You can all get that done in half an hour, right? At least most of us can get that done in half an hour. Depends if you got a good car magazine. It might take a little bit longer. Nowadays, everyone's got their phones and stuff and whatever. So, first thing he does, he comes in here, pretty much mauls Diesel. In a good way. And just rips around chasing Diesel. Diesel's getting all fed up and growling at him, but he doesn't get it. He keeps chasing Diesel. And then Diesel runs on the bed. Sergeant can't get up there. Well, he can if he tries, but I always stop him because I don't trust him on my bed. It's a new mattress under there. Anyways, you know what he does? Turns around right in front of me. Squats. Psst, pees on my floor. In the first 5 minutes of being inside, after being outside for half an hour, just releases the heavens like it was pouring rain. You know what I mean? Just a gush of puppy pee. All over the floor. Good thing I have cement floors. Oh, I was so upset. Are you kidding me? So I grabbed his collar. Dragged him over to the door. Clipped him back onto the leash, threw him outside. He's been out there ever since. Apparently, that guy needs a little more than a half hour to do his business. So yeah, I'm a little upset about that. Do any of you have shepherds? German shepherds? The German ones, the Deutsch ones. Do you know how long it takes for them to grow up and grow a brain? Just wondering. The washing machine is very noisy. I just noticed that. Calm down, buddy. I'm angry too. Peed on my floors. Now I have to... Any of you who own the German shepherds, do you know when your shepherd figured it out that he shouldn't pee inside? Just wondering, how old was he? Just wondering. Sergeant is now 4.5 months old, almost 5, so I guess 4 3/4 months old, whatever. But Diesel at this age, I'm pretty sure he had a brain inside his head already. I'm not too sure. Sergeant seems to just have a bunch of mush. Oh, like I love the guy. I'm gonna stick it out with him and try my best to have patience. He is testing the limits of my patience, and he has found the limit a couple of times. There is a limit to Trucker Josh's patience. But if any of you know what I can do, or how long I have to wait. You know, I sort of know what I have to do, right? You have to acknowledge when he does wrong, show him what he did wrong, and correct him and bring him outside and say, this is where you should have done it, buddy. And be all happy about it, right? Right? My question to you is, my only question, how old was your German Shepherd when he grew a brain, when that mush inside his head turned into a functioning brain? Just wondering. Let's say hi to him. Alright, Sergeant, let's show these people how good you are. Ow! Hey, don't jump. Look at your muddy paws. I'll forgive you this time. Okay, are you going to be good this time? Or are you going to pee? You've been out there for another half hour. So collectively, you've been out there for an hour since I got home. Are you going to pee? Are you going to pee on my floor? Are you going to do it right on camera so I have proof? I just go in my kennel right now, man. I'm a bad boy. You're a bad boy. Look how big this guy is. That was a little piddle right there, man. He just piddled. See what I mean? Forgivable offense. Okay. I'll assume that was something else. You've been out there for an hour. You want to go back outside? You like it better out there, don't you? You like it better out there. Don't pee. Serious, man. Well, you're going back outside. You did piddle in my room again.
You think I'm a bad boy? I deserve a timeout outside. I would like to go outside.
Why do you sound like Diesel?
Good question, man. Why does he sound like me? It's my voice, man. Give him his own voice.
Seriously, you want to go back outside? No, at least you're telling me. Okay, fine. You can go back outside for a bit. You gotta come in for night though, man. I don't want the bears and cougars to eat you. Or do I? Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I enjoy you tagging along. Thank you very much. It was an exciting day for me, even though I bought an old machine that needs a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease. Good thing I'm in high supply of that stuff. I'm not even making sense. I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time. I thank you for everything you guys do for me. These parcels that you guys send, you guys don't have to do that, and you choose to do it anyways. And I just want to thank you. It means a lot to me that you guys, some of you spent, like that big box, that was not cheap to send here. So I acknowledge that, and I say thank you. And I will make a video tomorrow of the thank you video. You might have seen it already, actually, but I'm going to film it after I film this. Does that make sense? Yes. Tomorrow, 4 a.m. Central Time. You, right now, go down to the description. There's links down there. Click them, see where they take you. You might like it. I'll see you tomorrow.